regular face primer and I'm rubbing it in my skin. Since the summer gave me an intense tan, I had to find the closest thing to match my skin tone and use it as a foundation, and I'm setting it in with some powder. So at first I was going to glue my brows down, but I decided to use my e.l.f. brow wax stick and lay them down and apply the eyeshadow to lighten the color that way. For the eyeshadow itself, I'm just kind of blending in orange and brown and reddish tinted burgundy, I don't know, just to create a ginger tone. It did take me some time to get the right tone that I wanted, just because, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it works. Just clean up the edges and call it a day and start working on your left eye. For this, I'm going in with the color Energy from the Solar Flare palette from BH Cosmetics around my entire eye and lightening the highlighted parts in the center and a little underneath my eye with the shade Beam. Chucky's eyes are kind of puffy, so I'm exaggerating the bags under my eyes with a dark brown shade and defining the cut crease of my eye as well. You can line your waterline with a dark brown or burgundy eye pencil or leave it as is. Either way, it all works. You can use whatever black your heart desires for your right eye, but I am using Mayron's black water-based Paradise paint and filling that bad boy in. Just be careful not to get it inside your eye. You don't want to get any of that stuff in your eye, but I mean, just take your time. His eye isn't completely black, so I tapped in a little bit of the galactic and gamma ray shades to bruise it up a bit. My forehead isn't that big, so at this point I'm just lightly following the placement of his scars and everything. I'm always pro inspiration and never exact, so don't stress being exact. Scary is scary whichever way you wear it. Anyways, I just finished the eye with a black pencil liner on the top and bottom lid, and I added a little bit of blush just because. And I am using my homemade scar wax, but you can find the link in the description below and up top on how to make your own. I'm just placing it wherever I want and sort of sticking to the original, but then again, not. Don't forget to use water to kind of seal it to your skin and also to blend it out, so make sure your fingertips are wet. If you're using your fingers, if you're using utensils, make sure you continuously dab it with water so it doesn't stick to it. And, you know, have fun with your face. Honestly, while I was doing this, it kind of reminded me of The Exorcist and a little less like Chucky. Playing this footage back again, I kind of wish I just left it as is, and I could have made like the veins like a little bit creepy and stuff, and I like that a lot better. But you know, you live and you learn, and you can always make different looks. Just so everything doesn't look fake and plastered onto your face like it does right now, I am going along the edges of the wax with red. You can do bruising, so you can use blues, purples, yellows, greens, anything that kind of blends it into your skin and gives it that kind of eerie feeling. And I am also using one of my crafting tools to split the veins, I guess. Since his face is all stitched up, I kind of wanted to break it apart and fill it in with some paint and make it a little bit realistic looking. You know, that's kind of what we're going for. But just take your time with this. It really doesn't have to be perfect. I almost forgot to tell you, the palette that I'm using now is the Back to Brazil palette, and I used the bright red and then this darker burgundy to go into the cracks and all of that stuff. So, oops, my bad. Now I'm just using the rest of the cheap Walmart red paint that I had left over, and I am filling in the inside. It is a bit bright, you know, it doesn't necessarily look 100% real because it's like, I don't know, but it's not that bright. So I'm going back in with my black Mayron Paradise paint and filling in the cracks over it to give it a more old bloody look, and I am just patting over all of the veins with the black eyeshadow from the not BH Cosmetics, Back to Brazil palette, and you know, just color it to where you like it. I didn't realize he had cracks on his lips as well, so I painted that in sort of to make it connect the lines, which it kind of worked out. So Now is the part where you can either use actual yarn or string to create the stitched look. I did not have any of that stuff, nor did I have the patience for it at that time because it was really late. I always do this obnoxiously late. So I just used a very thin angled brush and I dipped it in the paint and I tapped in my own stitches. For the metal stitched part, I just used a stapler. These staples were pretty small and hard to maneuver since my fingers are fat and I don't have steady hands. But if you have bigger staples, like I don't know what those fat ones are, but I think those will work a lot better than the small ones. But if you just have small ones, all you have to do is just stick it to your face. And for the final touch, you can use the fake blood. I will leave a link for that as well. You can go super gory, you can go not gory at all. It's up to you. Once you finish with your final touches, you can add a wig or not if your hair works. Mine did. It looks kind of, I don't know, it's giving me more of a sideshow bob kind of vibe, so I kind of liked it. But, it works. So yeah, then we're done. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and I'll see you lovelies next time.